I had this whole plan that I was going to start this video by showing the opening to the game, and then as the credits hit, punch in with some of the dialogue or maybe find a funny line because I knew there'd be humor in it. But this game has all dialogue that is written with no voice acting, so that idea is just straight out the window. Listen, YouTube, what's cracking? It's Colin, aka Sorry BTR, your Game Pass guru, back with a new video. And this week, Midnight Fight Express. I say on this channel all the time that I've got a hard time describing one of the games that I'm covering because, you know, I don't word talk, speech, good mouths, communications. This, however, fortunately for all of us, is not one of those weeks because I've done this before. I mean, not this game, but I've done this kind of game before, so I know exactly how to say what we're getting into. That's not to say I'm disappointed, but this is the type of experience I've had before. You've probably had before. Midnight Fight Express is the new game on Game Pass from Jacob Dwinzel and nobody else. It's just him. He made this game on the Unity engine, and so bravo. It's one dude making a game and getting it put out on PC and Xbox by Microsoft. That's great work, Jacob Dwinzel. Congratulations. Good for you, dude. This isn't the kind of game that's going to require a 15-word introduction. This is no post-apocalyptic looter-shooter, dungeon-crawling, bullet hell, real-time, quick-time strategy game. This is a beat-em-up. Traditional. You've probably done this before. You're going to load a level, learn about the boss for that particular area. You're going to walk into a room, all the doors are going to open. It's going to be a bunch of bad guys, various levels of goons that all upgrade in interesting and unique difficulties as you progress through the game. You kill all of them, get to the end of the level, the boss fight happens, that shit sucks. He's got a bunch of minions around him, but you learned how to fight all these guys along the way, so you kill him and his minions, and then it's over, except you load into a level, learn about the boss, all the doors kick open, wash, rinse, repeat for not a very long time. The game's not crazy long. But this oversimplified explanation of the game is exactly what makes it so damn cool. The combat is simple. There's no denying. It's a one-button style, similar. You remember when we did Trek to Yomi? If you didn't watch that video, I'll link it at the end to make sure you get to watch that. But watch this one first. It might make you like Trek to Yomi more. Regardless, much like that, there is the same similar kind of complexity to that one button combo. Skill trees and various finishings and grapples and combos that become available as you play, allowing you to feel more powerful as you advance to the far more powerful enemies of the later stages of the game. Now, while I compare these games, you should know it's not quite as daring. This isn't necessarily going to be something with new ground being tread, but that's not always bad. If you can provide a solid and refined experience, then you're providing exactly what you advertised. Are you listening, Halo Infinite? Provide what you advertised. Because for the love of God, why the fuck? I promised I wasn't going to get worked up over non-related games. So regardless of my current disappointment, let's take a look at Midnight Fight Express. Stop me if you've heard this one. You have amnesia, and you awaken to find out that the previous night you have rained down hellfire and violence on a city overrun by criminals that you yourself may be a part. You know what? These cops are nonsense. Their names are generic, and all they're here to do is to explain to you in post what you're about to do in real time. It doesn't really matter. You wake up not knowing who you are. There's a drone. The drone says, hey, we got to kill all the criminals or the criminals are going to take over. Moving on. The levels and environments are diverse, and they're all pretty in their own regard. You just work through them and the goons, like the shitty thieves, and they're enjoyable, and they require slight tweaks in how you approach them. This, for me personally, is my favorite of this Zen game style that we've gotten into here, mostly because that's not probably what most people are going to get out of this. But as a big fan of action games who enjoys the mindless violence in the game, I can absolutely get into it at the end of a long workday. Just blow through a couple levels. I'll be honest, I'm not quite done with the game yet, but mostly because I'm selfishly saving it for myself. While this game is absolutely the best version of its genre I've seen in a while, that's not to say it's without its issues. Some will call the game repetitive, which is true. People will say the story's dumb. I can't disagree because I honestly stopped paying attention after I fought Popeye and realized that this was absolutely inconsequential to my experience. And yes, I said Popeye. But here's my real gripe. Are you tired of this song yet? Has this music started to grind on you at all? Because this track plays throughout an entire level. In fact, every level has a unique track, very Hotline Miami, but that's the only thing that plays on that level. So if you get stuck or if you're trying to chase a particular rating, that's it. That's what you hear for the whole level. So I hope that each track is your favorite song ever. And it never builds. There's no conclusion. There's no tie-in to the action that's happening. Every single song is one long, smooth stroke that never lets you release. So I'm left at the end with whatever the eardrum equivalent is to blue balls. And then the next level loads and back to the auditory dry humping. There's also the issue of the balance of the game being built around the idea of having to replay it. You can barely get by until you've upgraded, and you have to get some upgrades that are super shitty in order to get to the ones that actually change the game. Boss battles suck, but that's to be expected in this genre. But they're not near frustrating enough to outweigh the joy of stringing together a combo so good that the game at the end of a level will turn it into a GIF. Don't say anything. It's pronounced GIF. And if you say GIF, I don't. Whatever. The game will give you a GIF of your most satisfying combo at the end of a level so you can download it and share it. That's the kind of satisfying zen state that you can get into while playing this game. It's got enough humor, if you read the thought bubbles, to really entertain. It's very self-aware, very memey, very pop culture aware. If you like action games, this one's gonna hit the spot for you. Let's call it what it is. There may be nothing special here, but what there is a polished, highly enjoyable sort of outing, which will get you a nice break from the real world, in which chances are you're not allowed to hit thugs in the head or throw a crowbar into a goon's belly and then stab his friend with a wrench in the side of his face. Okay, listen, the violence is visceral and raw and enjoyable while also being cartoony and maybe more calming than it should be. It's Batman, the Arkham series, in a beat 'em up. If this doesn't have you sold, I really don't know what to tell you. Free on Game Pass, and if it's been a while since you have satisfyingly beat something up and felt a true sense of video game empowerment at the end of a level, here you go. This is the one. May not be the ranting and raving that you're used to hearing me have on this channel, but I can appreciate something that is just well done. This isn't genre defying, it's not genre bending, it's just great at its genre. Don't get squished. That's it. It's Midnight Fight Express. There you have it. I'm not glowing like I am after some of the reviews on this channel. It's not Game of the Year. Let's call it what it is. It's Game of the Week, which can be great in its own regard, especially when the other game this week is Death Stranding. So if you're not looking to beat things up, maybe you're looking to deliver parcels for 70 hours and chug Monster Energy drink, change your shoes, and spray paint boxes. I don't know, I'm only 12 hours in and I feel like I'm still in the tutorial. Is that what you're looking for? Was this what you're looking for? If you made it to this point in the video, you kind of liked the video, so why not like the video, you know? Let me know down in the comments what it is you're looking for here on the channel. How can I waste my time to save yours? Let me know what I should get into next. Hit me up on all the socials. I'm down below, right down there in the description. I mean, you're liking the video already, so just hit that down button, click the socials. Check out the podcast that I'm on. It's not just me. That's how you know it's good. Thanks for all your support and joining me on this journey and letting me Sherpa you up the mountain of content on Game Pass. We'll see you in another one before you know it. Peace!